Question 21. The histogram shows some information about the weights of a sample of apples. Work out the proportion of apples in the sample with a weight between 140 grams and 200 grams. To work out proportion, we need to know how many apples are between that weight and how many apples there are altogether. Now, histogram shows frequency by the area of each of the blocks. So to find out what the total frequency is, we're going to have to multiply the height by the width of each of these blocks to find out what the frequency is for it. So for example, in this first block here, we go from 100 to 140, so the width is 40, and we're going to multiply that by the frequency density. Now the frequency density here goes up to 0.12, giving us a frequency for that block of 40 multiplied by 0.12, 40 multiplied by 0.12, which is, that's not right, 40 multiplied by 0.12, which is 4.8. 4.8. And we're going to do this for the remaining blocks. So for the second block we have 140 to 160, so that's a width of 20, and the frequency density this time is going to be 0.36. You have to pay attention to what the scale is to make sure that you're reading off the frequency density correctly. For the next block, again, we have a width of 20 kilograms and a frequency density of 0.7. For the next block, again, the width is 20 and the frequency density this time is 0.56. For our final block, we go from 200 to 240. So this time it's no longer 20, it's 40 multiplied by the frequency density, which is 0.18. Working these out to give us our frequency, we have 20 times 0.36, which is 7.2. 20 multiplied by 0.7, which is 14. 20 multiplied by 0.56, which is 11.2, and 40 multiplied by 0.18, which gives us 7.2. If we add all of those together, we have 4.8, add 7.2, add 14, add 11.2, add 7.2, which is 44.4. Now that's our total. That's what everything in that graph adds up to. But we're asked to find out proportion for the weight between 140 and 200. So all we need are these three groups here. The area of these three groups would be the same as these three values here. So that's 7.2, add 14, add 11.2, which gives us 32.4. So to find out the proportion of apples that are between these weights, we have 32.4 out of the total 44.4. This is a proportion. At the moment it's written as a fraction, but it's easier if we give this as a decimal. So 32.4 divided by 44.4 gives us an answer of 0.729729 recurring, which can be written as 0.73 to 2 decimal places. And that would be your proportion of apples between 140 grams to 200 grams out of all of them.